Good morning everybody, welcome to Port Isaac. I'm Jill, behind the camera is Roger, and we are Which Way Now? Today we're at Port Isaac, a tiny little fishing village on the north coast, made very famous by two things. One, this is the home of Fisherman's Friends, which are a shanty group who became famous when a film was made about them and then a musical. And two, it's the home of the TV series Doc Martin, of which 10 series were made for ITV, a British TV channel. We'll show you a few bits from that later on as we go around the village. It's a tiny village, very difficult to manoeuvre cars and things around here, but beautiful as well. This is a typical street in Port Isaac. You can see how narrow it is. I like the fact they've also got parking zone things here as well, like you can get a car down here, only a very tiny one at that. But yes, it's very, very interesting in terms of trying to manoeuvre vehicles around here. Very tiny, narrow streets. Fortunately, most people leave their cars at the top in the car parks. Not many idiots try and drive down here. So this is the house that was used as Doc Martin's house in the TV series. Lovely view across the bay from here too, absolutely beautiful. This house was used in the film Fisherman's Friends. This was where the love interest in the film lived. I can't remember her name, but she was the main lady in the film. This is where they used to keep the old lifeboat, unsurprisingly called the boathouse. It was much bigger than the current lifeboat, and actually when they took it down into the town, the streets are so narrow that there was only a couple of inches either side at the narrowest point that they could actually get it past. Men had to hold on to the back with ropes to stop it running away and damaging houses. old school in Port Isaac, which unsurprisingly was used as the school in Doc Martin. In the film, or in this TV series Doc Martin, the village was known as Portwenn, but no such place exists. But you can do walking tours of Portwenn. Down there they were advertised, but they were £12.50 each, so who knows whether that's value for money or not. This is Port Quin, a tiny little hamlet on the north coast not too far from Port Isaac. The thing with this place is that it is now completely deserted. There are 4 cottages here that you can rent from the National Trust for holidays, and that is about it. But apparently in the early 1800s it was a thriving fishing port. And the folklore locally goes that in 1888, apparently one day, and it's meant to be a Sunday I think, the men all went out either in one boat or in separate little boats, and none of them came back. So then the women had to find something else to do and somewhere else to live. I think that's extremely unlikely, and so do local people, but that's a good story. And the other thing is that apparently this used to be a big port for mackerel, and it was also, a lot of the people here, once the industry started to decline, was they went and they escaped to Canada, and they migrated to Canada from Padstow, which was the nearest big port from here.